When you're reading something and suddenly you have to stop because you're like, wait, what did I just read? That happened to me while I was reading The African Genius by Bassey Davidson. I got to this part about the Odoyo Empire and found out that a gift of parrot eggs could end the king's reign. Yes, parrot eggs. Imagine being the laughing of Oyo, the king, the person from whom political and spiritual authority was supposed to flow, and then one day the Basharan sent you parrot eggs. By the way, the Basharan was the head of the Yomesi, a council of powerful nobles who helped enthrone their laughing, advised him on important affairs, and could, if things got serious enough, decide to remove him. And the message behind those eggs was not, please consider stepping aside. According to Davidson, they meant the Basharan had declared that their ancestors had lost confidence in the Alaafin, and at least in theory, the king was then expected to take his own life. And even if that did not happen, he would still lose the throne. But what made this whole thing even more interesting was that the Basharan could not just wake up one morning, dislike the king, and then decide to remove him. The system had its own checks. There was another influential body called the Ogboni. Their chairman, the Oluwo, was the official priest and interpreter of the Ifa oracle, and part of his job was to decide whether the ancestors actually agreed with removing the king. So yes, the Basharan and the Oyomesi could check the laughing, but the laughing also had his own check on them through the Oluwo and the Ogboni. Even the military reflected the same balance of power. The Kakanfo, the head of the army, and his watches swore allegiance to the laughing personally, but their promotions remained under the control of the Oyomesi. So basically, no one person had full control. But here is the thing, personality mattered. A forceful Basharan could dominate a weak Alaafin, while a sharp and ambitious Alaafin could find ways to make his own will prevail. In other words, the king had better shine his eyes and not just assume that wearing the crown meant everybody would agree with him. But still, imagine receiving parrot eggs and immediately knowing that the people around you are basically saying, "Sir, pack it up."